Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of a prepared mind. And I could send pictures and videos and emails. And if you would like to share something with the community, my email's in the description box below, okay? So this first email comes in with some pictures. And she said, I haven't emailed in a while. I know you get so many. Well, yes and no. It all depends on the day, I guess. She said, I just saw this on my way to work this morning, and I had to point it out. This is over Renton, Washington, which is very close to Seattle. This does not look like any cloud I've ever seen. What the heck? It doesn't look like the chemtrails either, though. It just seems to float there in a vertical position, and I can't think of anything that could have caused it. What's your thoughts? I am not quite sure. Hang on just a minute. Okay, I looked up in a book because I have my book here. It's the U.S. Army Survival Manual, and they have actually a section in here about different clouds, and it's clouds foretellers of weather. Okay, and there's cirrus clouds, is CIRRUS. Okay, the cumulus clouds, the stratus clouds, the nimbus clouds, the okay, not even gonna try and pronounce that, clouds, and the cirrostratus clouds. Okay, and none of them look anything like that. So I don't know honestly what that is. It's really strange. Maybe. The only thing I could possibly think of is that maybe it is a part of a cumulus cloud, which the definition is a fluffy white heaped up clouds. These clouds, which are much lower than cirrus clouds, are often fair weather clouds. They are apt to appear around midday on a sunny day, looking like large cotton balls with flat bottoms. As the day advances, they become bigger. They push higher into the atmosphere, piling up to like a mountain of clouds. These can turn into storm clouds. But honestly, I don't know, and I'm not going to act as if I know. Okay, I'm just going by what I'm reading. Okay, so here's the pictures. Okay, so here's an email from a community member, and she said, I just got back from Dollar Tree. We all need non-food preps. Yes, we do. She said, my shopping included half dozen tulip bullet brushes, dish scrub brushes, extra sets of measuring cups and spoons, a couple of buckets, dual-sided sponges, collapsible storage bins, a couple of strainers, fly swatters, notepads, and pencils. I have some smaller storage bins, and one will be used for the notepads, composition notebooks, spiral notebooks, index cards, post-it notes, binder clips, paper clips, pencils, and other office supplies. We also ordered extra ink cartridges for the computer, which were put into Ziplocs to keep them from drying out. We also did that with the lighters. I also bought several packages with bath soaps. Not what I normally use, but the price is right and I can add extra. It will keep me clean. And one item I keep in the laundry room is the janitor's bucket, the kind that has the mop holder attachment, right, for squeezing out the water, right. This will also work to wash clothes. Speaking of mops, I have a janitor style mop with a removable mop head. I bought extra mop heads with a backup handle, adding backups to backups. Yes, I agree with you. I agree. I like your list, and I agree with your list. I do the same thing, like when it comes to my cleaning supplies and things like that, because the one thing that I don't think people pay enough attention to is cleaning supplies when it comes to preps, because in a grid down situation, or even, any kind of scenario, you can have all the food and water that you want. Okay. But did you know that with a situation, let's talk about the Cold War, okay? It wasn't people dying of starvation, okay? You want to know what people died most of? Infection. Why? Because of the fact that they could not keep clean. So keep that in mind, okay? If you live in a dirty environment and say you cut yourself, infection is going to set in, okay? And that is actual fact. It is actual truth. So keep things like this in the back of your mind, okay? So when you are out prep shopping, okay, pick up an extra thing of bleach or even Windex, something that you can, wipe down surfaces. Cut up, instead of buying paper towels and stuff like this. Do you have old t-shirts or something that the kids grew out of? Okay, cut that up and use those as rags, okay? Because you can always wash and reuse, right on? So that's how I think, you know what I mean? You don't want to live in a dirty environment because infection is the biggest cause of people's demise, not having food and water, okay? Okay, so here is something that was sent in by a community member, and it's a screenshot, and I'll read it to you first because the writing is very small. Okay, and this is about a bank run in Australia that's going to take place from August 20th, 2023. Westpac, okay, and that's one word, Westpac, Bank Australia customers will be prohibited from withdrawing more than $1,000 from their bank accounts per day. And this is a subsection, daily withdrawal limit, will apply until August 19th, 2023, effective August 20th, 2023. The following default daily limits apply on your Westpac debit MasterCard for each calendar day. Transaction limit of $8,000, cash withdrawal of $1,000. This subsection will be replaced to provide details of the revised daily limits, and specifically the transaction limit will apply to POS, including contactless transactions, online or over the phone, recurring payments, mail order. Daily transaction limits can be updated in online banking or via the app. Okay. Now here's an email with some pictures that were sent in by a community member. And she said, I have a quick question for you. Are you all right? I'm fine. Why? She said, you're only doing 2 videos a day, so I'm wondering if you're running out of stuff to talk about. Oh, no. What I'm doing is, if I do videos that are like more than 15-20 minutes long, I'm only going to do 2 videos a day. But if I'm doing videos that are, less than, like, if they're only like 5 minutes long, 3 minutes long, then I'll put up 3 videos a day. Okay. I just don't want to inundate you guys with too many videos. Okay. That's all. She said, this is what was given to me on Thursday, plus a young turkey and a lot of milk. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, wow. This is a great addition to your preps. So here's an email from a community member, and this is extremely important. Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention to this email. She said, my daughter wanted to apply for her first credit card to build her credit. So we went to a local credit union this morning. There was no one inside but just a few employees. She said, so this young guy takes us to his desks to discuss what she wants. He convinces us to just have me add her to one of my existing cards as an authorized user, and she can piggyback off of my good credit. Well, how's that going to help her, though? All right. But then he told us that the USD is about to become worthless. He told me and my daughter about Venezuela. Right. There's a whole history about Venezuela. When I had my other channel, I did, it was like a series that I did pretty much on Venezuela. And how they, like, the entire collapse of Venezuela and stuff like that. And how they're still living to this day. And it's really bad. And I had actually come into contact with somebody who lives over in Venezuela through a community member. And and this community member is like best friends with this woman who lives over in Venezuela. And she's a teacher in Venezuela. And did you know that her monthly salary as a teacher in Venezuela is $3 a month? Yeah. And you want to talk about hyper inflation. Okay, over there. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. And you want to talk about power outages? They literally cut their power whenever they freaking feel like it over there. It's disgusting. You want to talk about 10-mile long wait lines for gas, having to literally hike up however long it takes to go get water, things like that. Okay. And it's just disgusting. You want to talk about how it's so not safe to be a woman living in Venezuela. Okay. And I mean, it's horrifying. It's horrific. And this community member who actually became very, very close with, she lives in California. And I talked to her on the phone every once in a while. And she had said to her, you know, why don't you move back to the States? Because, you know, she had once lived here and then she moved back to Venezuela to take care of her mom and her grandmom. And she said, why would I want to move back to a country that's going to be like Venezuela? She said, I might as well just stick it out here. And that's without a word of a lie. And when Jen told me that, that's my community member, when Jen told me that, my heart literally, you know, when you say that saying, my heart sunk? Well, my heart literally went into my stomach and it came back out. I was like, what? I mean, it was literally one of those. And this was right at the beginning of 46's presidency. And because I had said to Jen, you know, because Jen was always sending her care packages and things like this. And I said to Jen, I said, you know, well, you know, what, you know, do you want to send her anything? You know, because I was willing to send her, this woman in Venezuela, you know, care packages and stuff like that. And she said that her family, who lives in Miami, her dad and her brother, or is it her uncle and her brother or something like that, they live in Miami, they always send her care packages as well. So she said she's pretty good, you know, with that kind of stuff. Like they literally have like things that like run like on USB, battery operated, things like that. But that always stuck with me. Why would I want to move back to a country that is turning into another Venezuela? Yeah. So anyway, I'll get back to the email. And she said, bank runs, Great Depression, and he told my daughter to buy dirt or precious metals like gold and silver. Yeah. And here's another just offset, go to the side real quick. When I talked to my dad on Father's Day, he was also saying that, you know, we are in like the beginning stages of another Great Depression. And my father is extremely intelligent when it comes to finances. And he also told me, he said, Gypsy, he said, you need to stock up on gold and silver. And I said, Daddy, come on. I said, you know how me and Sean live. We can't, stock up on gold and silver. And he said, that's all right, Gyps. He said, me and Mommy have enough to hold you and Sean and the family up. He said, don't worry about it. He said, you got the food, we got the gold and silver. I said, all right, Daddy. I mean, that's how, my dad is literally, that's how his brain works. You know what I mean? So he said, so going back to the email, she said she's getting an accident settlement too. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Invest smartly, please. When it comes, is car accident, I'm guessing. Okay. If she needs help with finding a car, go to, how did my husband find our car? I think it was cars.com. That's how Sean found our car. And it's an older car, but when I tell you, this car is literally like driving luxury. Okay. It's a 2008, but it only had like 54,000 miles on it. It drives like a dream. Okay. Not a darn thing wrong with it. And it's perfection. It literally is. So literally do your research. Buy a car with cash. Please do not do anything financial. Don't finance nothing. Don't do anything like that. It's just, I'm just talking from experience here. Okay. If I can't buy anything with cash, I obviously do not need it. Okay. I don't finance nothing. Nothing. So she said, I was totally shocked. He said Bill Gates and Bezos with Amazon. He said both got divorced, moved all cash overseas to foreign currencies, and are only buying real estate in the U.S. with USD now. Yeah. This is an actual banker, maybe early 30s. He told us not to put money into banks because another bank run and Great Depression. He mentioned the California banks closing. Yep. So I don't know. Big surprise for us because this isn't some YouTube gold or silver dealer. Right. Wait, we never expected this info from a local credit union. I absolutely agree with this guy. Okay, just saying. And, you know, this is, I've been saying this for how long? Okay, I've been saying this for how long? About being smart with your money. Only leaving how much in there to pay your bills? A month worth, right? Making sure you can, as much as you possibly can, within your limits, and how much you can actually afford with gold and silver. Okay. I've been saying it. Trish has been saying it. Annette Lang has been saying it. Okay. Rudy over at Alaska Prepper has been saying it. Okay. So, you know, take advice from whoever you feel you are comfortable with and do that. Okay. So, you know, you have to do you on your terms. Okay, and that's how I'm just going to leave it. All right. So another community member wrote in and he said, remember my little bok choy plant that I was growing? I sent you a picture of it. Yes. He said, well, this is what it looks like now after an encounter with a groundhog. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you think about putting netting around it? Because I see that you have a tomato cage. Put some netting around it the next time you plant, and that should help. I'm so sorry, little bok choy guy. I'm so sorry. Try putting netting around it the next time. Also, marigolds helps keep out pests. Diatomaceous earth, sprinkle that around. Cayenne pepper, sprinkle that around. You know, there's little home remedies that you can put, and they work out wonderfully. Okay. So here's an email from a community member, and she said, I hope I'm doing this right. I'm 59 years old, and I know that's not that old. No, it's not at all. She said, I am not that great on things on the computer. Neither am I, honestly. She said, I need my kids a lot to help me. Me too. She said, I have purchased a lot from my Patriot Supply. They do daily deals and flash sales, and they have the best products. They come, they ship really fast and in the best condition. They have a huge selection of food products, so it's worth checking them out if you haven't already. Yes, I like my Patriot Supply too. I haven't purchased food from them, but I have purchased products from them. Yeah, and I really do like my Patriot Supply. I think that they're fantastic. Yeah. So here is another email with clouds again. She said the greater Pensacola area has been hit almost daily with storms. Us too. When I tell you, it started raining like 4 days ago, and it hasn't stopped. My backyard, my front yard, it is completely flooded. It is so bad here. We had one of those canopies up, you know, that I had bought for the wedding, and we put it up because, you know, we were out there at barbecue and stuff like that, right? And it is now like a pretzel. Yeah. So we had to take that down. It was terrible. She said, even my non-prepping friends are mentioning Revelation in the Bible. Are you kidding? Are they really? Are their eyes open now? What's going on? She said, by the way, I went to Joann's the other day. A quarter of the store was dark, lights turned off, and almost everything is on sale. I'm guessing they will close soon. Yes, I heard that. I heard that too. I heard that Joann's is going out of business. Okay. You have recipes for my newsletter. Ooh, send it my way. So here's a picture of the clouds that she took. And before I go, so we have a community member that makes the best PDFs when it comes to survival. She sent me 17 PDFs Brava. Thank you so much. So if anyone wants these PDFs, they are absolutely free, of course. Please email me, okay? And just put in the subject line PDF, and I will respond to you with those 17 PDFs, okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.